Hey there. This is Andy from the show that you're supposed to be listening to, Andy Must Die. We, unfortunately, of course, what happens with first episodes of everything, had some pretty massive technical issues. The recording of the first part of the first episode was eaten, basically. Very low quality, and I also got feedback that a lot of the audio on the stream was very spotty. So I don't know if we're going to continue with the stream. Maybe this will just be all podcast everything. But unfortunately, the first part of the show, the first about 40 minutes, was kaput. And I know that your guys' time is valuable, so I'm not going to put out shoddy audio because that might turn you off of the show altogether. So basically, we're just going to package up what we had left of the show. Segment 2, Di and I played a little game, and then segment 3, we talked about macro, big picture sports topics. And it was a little unfortunate because in the first segment, it was all Minnesota sports news. We talked about Wild, Adrian, Harrison, Adam Thielen, Gophers, everything like that. But just consider this a soft opening. And we'll have all of our technical stuff figured out. And we're kind of like that one restaurant. You get a soft opening. And we'll open up hard next week, if you know what I mean. But we can reopen the show now.
Big dogs are in the house!
Hey! The 84 jerseys out, man. I think this is going to be a fun ride.
Bye, Felicia.
Inside the lane, Price, left, no good. Rounded by Parks! Oh my goodness! Where did he come from? A behind the back jam by the big team! This is not Detroit, man! This is the Super Bowl!
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Practice like this. Up. We up.
Straight cash, homie.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Clocks here are bullshit, so.
Home run! Welcome back, Lou Collins!
And welcome back to Thunderdome for the first time. And this is the redo of the intro. But just telling you a little bit about us. We are Andy Must Die, Minnesota Sports Talk. Kinda. And we were streaming live on our YouTube channel and on our website, andymustdie.com. Not really the best quality. May not continue that. We'll see. Our 2-hour adventure is also available in 2 1-hour episodes on iTunes shortly after the show. That will definitely ring true because I'm big Mr. Podcast guy, and hopefully the next couple of shows will be actually 2 hours. We salvaged what we could of the audio and figured out all the technical kinks, but alas, the first episode, I'm sorry about that. I'm your co-host at Andy Carlson Show. Riding shotgun with me throughout the show was at Di Murphy, MN, Miss Di Murphy. She was fantastic. She was a little hopped up on cold meds, so give her a little leeway. But that being said, again, massive apologies for what went down on episode 1. Promise we'll do better. Can't do much worse. But enjoy the rest of the show. Andy Must Die.
In my opinion, that sucked.
And we're back in the hood, back from the first break ever. Di had to go, use the little ladies' room, not to put her business out in the streets. But since we're talking about Claire versus Carlson traditions, Claire would often just take the laptop into the bathroom with her. But, you know, once Di gets back, we're going to be going through a little game called Know Your Co-Host. And we're going to have 10 segments, 10 little questions about, you know, just general questions. And Di will have to answer, you know, what she thinks is what I'm all about. You know, what's my favorite color? I don't know. Will she know? She may not. Who knows? But we'll see when she gets back. I think it's gone pretty well so far. And Di and I have, it's kind of like a chemistry of a first date, you know? You're kind of nervous to get in there. You're like, ooh, what's this person going to be like? Oh, especially if it's a blind date. Even though I haven't had a date. I've been married for like 5 years, so I haven't had a date in like 6 years. Yes, we'll call it that. But so a blind date, and then you get to the restaurant, you're like, ooh, what is this person going to be about? Can I make this joke? How far can I push this envelope? What's her sense of humor? What if she's not funny? That sort of thing. But I do know that Di is funny, and apparently Di is back. Hi, Di.
Hello.
Oh, there she is. I was just talking about first dates and how this is kind of like a first date.
First dates are awful. They never go well.
Well, when was your last first date? Because I just said mine was about 6 years ago. What about you?
My last first date was with my husband, actually. That's my last first date.
Yeah, but when was this?
Oh.
All right. Yeah.
13 years ago?
You should have pleaded the fifth of Jack.
Why?
I don't know. All right, so get into the
Nice.
game. Know your co-host. We have 10 topics and explain the rules a little bit, but I'll throw one out there. Like number one will be, what's your favorite color? And I will try and guess what Di's is, and she got to guess what mine is. And we'll keep score. A winner gets a buttload of respect. So Di, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Oh, you think you are. All right, so know your co-host. Topic number one, like I just said. What's your favorite color, Di? What do you think my favorite color is?
Dark blue.
That's up there. It's actually green, unfortunately.
Green?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was going to guess that. But I'm like, no, he wouldn't do that because it's like Packer colors.
Yeah, but it's Packers colors, but it's also colors for everything else, like spinach and other vegetables.
Whatever, you suck.
All right, fine. I'm going to guess that your favorite color is purple.
Nope.
Damn it. All right, what is it?
I have two. It's either hot pink or Tiffany blue.
See, I was going to guess hot pink, which is really unfortunate, but I think Tiffany blue is a little bit too specific, man.
What?
It's a little bit too specific. I mean, Tiffany blue is like aqua in it.
Yeah, it's. I have a pair of Chucks that are Tiffany blue.
Do you have any Tiffany?
Tiffany, like little blue blocks, little blue, like pretty. I have Tiffany stuff. It's like this cute little pretty blue box.
Oh, well, there you go. You're such a big deal. Number two. So neither of us got any points, and we're kind of a loser there, so 0-0. Number two, favorite Minnesota athlete. Di, who is my favorite Minnesota athlete?
I said Brian Suter.
Wait, what?
I
I don't
have
know
no
who that
idea.
is. No, just kidding. No, it's Randy Moss.
He's not. No, you can't.
It's a very generational thing.
But you didn't say that.
What?
You didn't say it was like, previous.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. I'm gonna guess your. Oh, all right. So you think that it's current. So I'm gonna guess yours is Parisi.
No.
Damn it, is it Harrison?
No.
Oh, well, who's it?
Teddy Bridgewater.
Lame. Now, if you had known it was all time, I would have guessed Ken Herbeck.
God damn it, yes.
There you go. Boom.
I love him.
All right, so technically we're still 0-0 because we both suck. Number three, high school nickname. What was my high school nickname, Di?
I said Raggedy Andy.
Raggedy Andy? The hell?
Sure.
It's like I went to high school with a bunch of, 4-year-old
I
girls.
don't know. It sounded funny.
Mine
I liked it.
is actually kind of a trick question because I didn't have a nickname, so I just had Andy.
Ah,
I'm going to guess your nickname was Easy Rider.
it was not.
Because
And
that was a big
my
movie back then.
And Myra's.
Oh, wait. Oh, I
was
get it.
not.
Oh, you're trying to...
It definitely was not.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're trying to do the double entendre. I didn't mean it like that.
And my response was, no comment.
All right, fine. Did you have a nickname in high school?
I did.
What was it?
No comment.
Fine. We're still 0 for 0. We're still in the donut club, both of us. Number 4 out of 10, college major. I'm going to guess first because pretty convinced that your college major was English.
Actually, I was a double major.
So English and librarianism.
No, that was my no.
Is that a thing? Library science?
Right, but that was my master's.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna guess
Go ahead.
English and history.
No, God, I hate history. I suck at history. English and elementary education.
Oh,
Those were my double majors.
I'm still gonna take credit because I got English.
You get credit. That's cool. You got it.
Damn
right now. I'm gonna check it off. Right there. There we go. Check. Yeah.
Right, so I'm on the board. Di, what was my college major?
Communications.
False.
Really? What was it?
Econ and finance.
Yeah.
Shocking, huh?
Yeah.
I know. All right, so I take a commanding 1 point lead, but that dreaded 1 point lead. On to number 5, college. Di, where did I go to college?
Winona State.
Damn it. That is correct.
Really?
Yeah.
That was a guess.
Really?
Maybe.
I thought I put it out there kind of a lot. All right, so
All
so Di, what college did Di go to? I guess St. Catherine.
Nope. Are we talking undergrad? Nope.
Yes. All right, where'd you go?
St. Thomas.
Oh, come on. I see. I knew it was one of those hoity-toity, well-to-do schools, but I kind of thought you might have.
I did my undergrad my
prereqs.
Right. I did 2 years at Inver Hills.
Oh,
so
well.
I did the community college thing, and then I went to St. Thomas.
See, you talk about you did your 2 years at Inver Hills, like Inver Hills is a prison. I had a 2-year stretch at Inver Hills. Got these tattoos. No.
You were so wrong.
Guess not. Fine. We're tied 1-1 after 5. We're batting a cool 200, so we could bat 6 for the Twins. Number 6, favorite cereal. Di, what is my favorite cereal?
Some sort of granola.
Oh, is that your guess, or you're just talking out loud?
Yeah, no, that was my guess.
Oh, yeah, some sort of granola is a terrible. Actually, that might not be a bad cereal name, but no, no granola. Honey Nut Cheerios, just a classic, straight up.
God damn it! I almost guessed that. Seriously.
See, you almost know me. If you almost know me by now. So, Di, your favorite cereal? I'm gonna guess. You're kind of sweet, and you're kind of loud. So I'm going to guess Apple Jacks.
No.
Damn it. All right, what is it?
Peanut butter Captain Crunch. But I never eat it anymore. But yeah, that's my...
Well, you don't eat cereal anymore?
Crunch. No. Peanut butter Captain Crunch, that's the deal.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's the real deal.
Number 7, we're still tied at 1 for 1. 1 for 6 ain't bad. Number 7, favorite season. Di, what is my favorite season?
Fall.
Fall, correct. And for you, I'm also going to guess fall.
Nope. Summer.
Damn it.
But I'm off in the summer. That's
Damn
why
it,
summer's
Hardison.
the best.
Oh, you're off on Wednesdays, too. Is Wednesday your favorite season, Di?
No, Wednesdays.
Oh, all right. Number 8, I'm now behind the 8 ball, 2-1. Celebrity crush. Celebrity crush. Di, what is my celebrity crush?
Kate Upton.
No, why would you put that out there?
What?
That's so stereotypical. It's like, oh, he wants the very curvy Sports Illustrated model.
Yeah.
No. Come on, this should be pretty blatant. Anna Kendrick, hello.
Oh my god, and I love her. She's so cute.
And she's so funny. She seems like, unlike most Hollywood actresses, like she would be cool to go to karaoke night with.
For sure.
And then she'd embarrass you.
Yeah, but she'd own it.
Own it. All right, so your celebrity crush. I'm just going to be throwing darts out there. I'm going to say George Clooney.
Nope.
Actually, damn it, I was going to say Chris Hemsworth.
Nope.
Oh. All right, well, I don't feel so bad then. Who is it?
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum. Oh, that's so cliche.
Oh my, he's so hot.
Oh, yeah. You're on the whole Magic Mike train, aren't you?
For sure.
Well, there you go. Number 9, I'm still down 2-1. Got some ground to make up. You walk into a bar and a grill. Now, what are you ordering to eat and drink? So, for me, guess, die. I walk into a bar. What am I ordering, drinking? What am I eating?
Seriously, I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to be wrong, but I'm trying to be funny. So I'm going to say a Cosmo and a salad.
Cosmo and a salad. Get out of here. Get out of here, you ginger. It's like only with my Sex and the City book club.
So funny.
Because you know that there's some Sex and the City fan fiction out there.
Exactly.
All right. But nay, Guinness and a burger. It's very easy peasy. Easy peasy. Let's see, what die going to order going to the bar? I'm going to say just a beer and go cheese.
What kind of beer?
You don't seem too pretentious, so I'm going to guess Mick Golden.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, is that a no?
You're going to have to beep that out later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Fine.
Guinness? Really? Mick Golden?
Yeah. I figured you're just like every average American, or not American, but Minnesotan, as it were.
No.
Fine. What are you ordering? What are you eating and drinking?
Anything very, very dark.
Mm-hmm.
And a steak sandwich or something beef, like a hearty beef sandwich or something like that.
So you could sum up saying that you're really into dark beef.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, so we've struck out yet again. I still only have 1 point. Die has 2. We don't know jack squat about each other.
Right.
Number 10, favorite non-Minnesota sports team. Favorite non-Minnesota sports team. Die, what is mine?
The Los Angeles Angels.
That's so random.
I know. It's hard to pick.
No, it's actually the Patriots, fortunately.
Really?
And I'm not a bandwagon.
Oh my God, and I hate you now. I hate you now.
Such a
Like,
huge
I
Belichick
hate you
fan,
now.
you have no idea.
Oh my God, I hate you.
He's a genius.
How are we doing this?
Don't hate
Like,
the
how
player,
can
hate
we
the
do
game.
this? Like,
Don't
I
hate the
hate
game.
you.
Well, just to rub some salt in the wounds, your favorite non-Minnesota sports team, the Dallas Stars.
Nope.
The Dallas South Stars,
Nope.
as it were. Fine. What's your favorite non-Minnesota sports team?
Denver Broncos.
Really?
Because I love Peyton Manning.
Ugh.
I love him. Love him.
Yankees be coming back next year or no?
Yes.
Would you trade him right now? Trade for him right now for Teddy Bridgewater?
No.
It took you way too long to answer that, Die.
Because Teddy's young and no. Wouldn't. Nope.
All right. On that note, we are taking our hour break. We got 1 hour in the books, and we'll be coming back with some general sports talk. But we found out that we don't know jack about each other. But take another break. We'll be RB. Andy must die. The Purple for the Win podcast is your one-stop shop for the team you hate that you love. That's right, dedicated to the pain and pleasure that is the Minnesota Vikings. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube for our weekly and bi-weekly mediocrity. And, of course, there's always purpleftw.com. Because, aside from nipple clamps and chains and whips, cheering for the Purple People Eaters is probably the most pleasurable pain you can experience on this planet. So come on in. For the mediocre analysis and the more mediocre humor, purpleftw.com. That's right, purpleftw.com.
Straight cash, homie.
Hey, so it obviously would not be a first episode of anything if we didn't have some massive technical issues, but thanks for sticking it out, and we're back here for hour 2 of Andy Must Die, going a little bit more macro now. And there also might be a dog interruption or two. I don't know, because you have some pooches, right?
Yes, for sure. Awesome. Yes.
And Di, it may have picked up on the live feed, but Di has said that she is flying.
I'm under the influence of cold meds, and yeah, I'm hanging out there. I'm good. I got it. Got it. Yeah, we're good.
Someone who does not got it and is not good is Jackie Robinson West, and the Chicago area Little League team, which captured our hearts over the summer, and just those kids from the inner city just playing so well. They went on to win the U.S. Little League World Series title. They've been stripped of said title after team coaches and administrators admitted to using false boundary maps to get kids not in their district to basically build an all-star team. And
that just, there we go. Adults suck. Like, seriously, I feel bad for those kids. Like, they earned it, but they don't get the reward because adults suck. Like, how do you do that? Like, how do you, like, I just,
It does seem like adults do ruin youth sports when it's just supposed to be fun. The kids are supposed to be fun, learn good sportsmanship, teamwork, and everything like that, but adults have to project their broken dreams upon these kids.
And God damn it. I mean, I feel terrible for these kids. I mean, a lot of these kids are inner city kids, and they... Oh, sorry. I'm just very pissed off. How do you do that? Like...
A coach has been suspended, and all 2014 wins vacated, including the Little League World Series wins, which included the win over Las Vegas, which the championship is now awarded to, and the Philadelphia team that included phenom Monet Davis. And I coached youth sports for a while. I coached Pee Wee football, and I was actually very, very lucky because I was worried that I might get some of those parents, you know the type, that are overbearing, always yelling at coaches and officials, but I got very lucky. I didn't have any like that, but I definitely saw the overbearing parents who were getting too involved, and the coaches who, coaching fourth grade football thought that they're coaching the Super Bowl every single Saturday, and it's just unfortunate.
Right. And I mean, I've coached, I coached, middle school softball, and I didn't have that issue because there weren't parents that showed up, because I was coaching at a place that there weren't parents that were involved. But oh my God, I mean, how do you do that to a kid? I'm like, how do you completely piss away what, these kids are trying to do?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I concur. And speaking of parents ruining sports, youth sports, this is from Mike Kazuba over at the Strib, and it's titled, quote, "Is fourth grade too early for ultra-competitive sports?" And the byline, "Edina has plunged into fielding fourth grade traveling basketball teams, a trend fueled by parents, not kids." Traveling teams, if you don't know, are basically just like AAU teams, and they pick the best kids, travel to all these tournaments around the cities and even to other states. And this is from the article, quote, "This year's Cake Eater Classic," I love they call it the Cake Eater Classic, in late January, Edina's own boys travel basketball tournament for grades 4 through 8 drew 234 teams from across Minnesota. The fee this year to be on one of Edina's 3 fourth grade boys travel teams was $500. Schmidt's team, the coach in the article, the highest rated of Edina's 3 squads, will play at least 40 games this winter. And in a move that is not unusual in youth sports, Edina paid outside evaluators to assess the 44 fourth graders who tried out in the early fall. In the end, 15 players were cut, end quote. That is brutal for fourth graders.
I mean, how do you do that? I mean, like, what the hell is wrong with people?
Well, they're treating them like they're Olympic athletes, even though they're just 8, 9, 10-year-old kids who want to play basketball.
Right. And it makes me sick. It makes me so sick.
Well, you're a mother of a couple of kids. Have you encountered this at all in sports?
Well, no, because neither of my kids are huge sports fans or sports participators or whatever. But as an educator, it disturbs me because so much emphasis is on what these kids can do athletically. It's like it in fourth grade. I mean, oh my God, fourth grade. They're babies.
Mm-hmm. Now, I've come out and said that I'm not a big fan of the everybody gets a trophy society and movement, but I do feel like at this age, fourth, fifth, sixth grade, it should be more of a part where these kids get equal playing time. And I know that sort of cuts against the grain, but it's more about experience of, like we said, working with teammates and learning good sportsmanship than being ultra competitive at that age. Even though, these teams with equal playing time then play a tournament for a winner. It doesn't have to be everyone gets a trophy in that situation. But as far as the cutthroat, win at all cost attitude that some of these teams and these traveling teams, the AAU teams have at this age, it's just too much.
No, absolutely. I mean, so many teams are, it's, whatever person's the best at that position, and that's what they want. They don't care about trying to develop a whole athlete. Like, what else can they do? It's just, it's disturbing. Like, it's hard. I feel bad for these kids because there's so much pressure put on them.
And I was actually in this spot too as I want to say it was like a 7th grade kid. I was part of the local basketball team, and there was a pace setter team being set up, which is basically one of these traveling teams. And I was probably around like the 8th best player in the group of, I don't know, like 20. So right on the fringe of these traveling teams because they're relatively small, like 8, 9, 10 kids. But I just remember, and this still sticks with me, the calling up the coach, which was the dad of one of the players, asking if I can be on the traveling team. Can I be on the pace setter team? And he abruptly just said no. We've decided to take 7. 7. I mean, how do you even say that to a 7th grade kid's like, no, you can't be part of this traveling team because we decided to take 7, even though that seems like a relatively low number. And I'm not bitter about it, even though it seems like I am still bitter about it, but that's still rough.
Right. I mean, I don't know how you would. Yeah, it's rough.
Speaking of something that else is rough, it's going to be a bad one. But Greg Hardy, I hate this guy. Charges were dropped. And this is from Eric Edholm's article at Yahoo. Quote, the state has dismissed all charges against Carolina Panthers defensive end Greg Hardy. Hardy was convicted last year for assaulting and threatening to kill ex-girlfriend Nicole Holder. But Hardy's appeal, which was set to start Monday, was settled when she refused to work with prosecutors. The district attorney told the judge in the case that officials' attempts to reach Holder were unsuccessful, end quote. And it was heavily suggested that Hardy and Ms. Holder reached a financial agreement. They have found her. She's been jet-setting all over the world and just having a great old time. Hardy was on the commissioner's exempt list all but one game last season, earning $13.1 million. That sounds vaguely familiar to us Vikings fans. And does he deserve any additional punishment from Goodell?
He was on the exempt list. And I don't know. It's hard because I feel like, she sold out. I mean, she sold out. He deserved way worse than what he got.
Well, he was found guilty by a judge, but this is going to be the jury trial. And this was the one that's going to have the most consequences. And it does just seem like basically just paid off the complaining witness, which was exactly what he did.
Right, exactly.
And the story that came out of what he did to this girl, how he threatened her, threw her on a bed full of a bunch of assault weapons and guns, and she was so scared that she wanted to die. Going from that to, hey, I'll cut you a check, and then you can go off and jet set. What does that really say for victims of domestic violence? And now, apparently, you're okay and can get away with it if you can afford to pay off your accuser.
I can't speak to this right now. I can't. I'm too upset about it. It's like ridiculous.
But the cold meds let it free die.
No, I'm not.
All right. And 6 games is the new standard of domestic violence punishment. Taking precedent with the Adrian Peterson case, they did not consider his time on the commissioner's exempt list as punishment. So Hardy might get 6 games, set to be a free agent, and someone will still pick him up because he's a decent pass rusher, and you obviously need pass rushers in this league, which is unfortunate. Something else that's quasi-unfortunate, but means that you can get back in the league because there's always going to be demand for good players. Richie Incognito is back, and he signed a 1-year deal with $900 base guaranteed and $100K signing bonus with the Buffalo Bills. This after a few weeks, new Bills head coach said he wanted to build a bully in Buffalo, and Richie Incognito, we all know his past, is a step in that direction. Now, did he deserve a second chance, Di?
You know what? I don't feel either way about him. I mostly don't care.
No, so completely indifferent.
Pretty much.
Now, what if the Vikings wanted to sign him to replace Charlie Johnson?
That's different.
It's only a 1-year deal worth about $1 million.
I don't. I would hope they don't want any part of that shit show. I'm sorry. He's still a shit show.
All right. Low risk, high reward spot. The Bills had some of the worst guard play in the NFL last year. We'll see where it goes. So after the whole Patriots Deflategate thing broke out, a lot of former players really got on their high horse, even though reports from Bob Kravitz might be a little inflated, pun intended. But Jerry Rice came out and just flat out called the Patriots cheaters. And then Jerry Rice has come under some heat after he admitted to saying that he applied stickum to his gloves while he played. Now, stickum, for all the young kids out there, is a substance that was banned in the NFL in 1981. And if you look back at the old NFL films, you'll see a lot of players with this sticky substance on the hands back when a lot of players didn't wear gloves. So it's kind of like a pine tar-ish, where the player, it would give the receiver, the defensive back, a better chance to catch the ball. Players like Lester Hayes and Fred Biletnikoff used to wear this like no one's business. But it was banned by the league in 1981. Jerry Rice arrived in the league in 1985, winning Super Bowls in 88, 89, and 94. Now, he's come under a bit of fire. Chris Carter even threw shade at Rice, saying if he did it, he's a cheater. Di, what do you think about Jerry Rice and Stickum?
He's a cheater.
Flat out.
Yep.
Now, does his records deserve to have an asterisk by him since he is the all-time leading receiver in NFL history?
Ooh.
Is this a Barry Bonds type situation?
It's hard because Bonds is awful. But, maybe. I'm not sure. I need more proof, I guess.
What would be a bigger competitive advantage? Alleged stickum on the gloves or alleged deflating of the football? Alleged.
I think stick him. I mean, I really do. I think that gives you a huge advantage. So yeah, I'm going with that.
Because it is kind of odd because it was known that Jerry Rice did have some issues with drops when he first came into the league and through college. So it's not really looking that great.
Exactly.
Although he is phenomenal, and although we might have a little vendetta because if Jerry Rice is a cheater, Chris Carter suddenly becomes the greatest NFL wide receiver of all time. Maybe.
Still, maybe cheater. Yeah.
There you go. And Jerry Rice's family members have come to his defense, dropping FUs and F-bombs left and right on Twitter towards the haters, so that he's got that going for him. Yeah, very classy. Someone else who's got something going on for them is Super Bowl champion Julian Edelman TInder. And in the midst of the Patriots' Super Bowl celebration, parade, debacle, tour, everything, a young lady named Sabrina found herself next to a passed out, appearing to be not very clothed Julian Edelman in what appeared to be a hotel room. And she put a photo of that on Tinder with the caption, quote, "I just, Edelman, no lie," end quote. And the backlash on social media and in real life was very swift and very vindictive. She ended up having to delete her Twitter and Facebook accounts. She was allegedly barred from every nightclub in Boston. Such a big loss. She has then since come out and apologized. A little bit older story, but still pretty funny to me. Now, is what she did fair or is it foul? Di.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. It was. I mean, she,
Are you surprised it doesn't happen more often?
I am actually. Yes.
Because you got to think that professional athletes have a reputation and have access to be able to be around, if you know what I mean. And with how big social media is nowadays,
around. Yeah.
You are surprised it doesn't happen more often because this is probably the only one that I could think of. Maybe that Dwight Howard one with the alleged underage girls.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, all right, so say that you were a young lady, young, single, unattached lady, and you were able to have relations or something of that ilk with a professional athlete. Would you be tempted to do this or no?
No. I'm sorry. It's not my thing.
Speaking of not your thing, Diana Taurasi her thing is not going to be the WNBA this year because she is getting paid. And the Phoenix Mercury star Diana Taurasi is not playing in the WNBA this summer as the 33-year-old star is taking the year off to be with her Russian team, pardon me here, UMMC Ekaterinburg? Sure. Full-time. Why? Because she is getting paid. Taurasi earns $1.5 million with her Russian team as opposed to $107K here in the WNBA. Do you blame her?
Nope. Not at all.
Why?
Okay, so you have a team that's going to pay you to rest your body and give you really nice money. And then you have your team here in the States that's going to pay you significantly less.
Mm-hmm.
How do you blame her? Like, how do you?
But that's an American die.
No, it's not. That girl's smart.
Actually,
She's so smart.
It's probably more American since you are just going after the money.
No, that's not it. It's not just the money. It's just.
Now, I actually found out.
So men in the NBA, they play a, set of like, here to here or whatever. They have a set schedule. Women play year round.
Mm-hmm.
And that's bullshit. Like they get paid nothing. And the wear and tear on their body is so hard. So no, I don't blame her at all. She's awesome.
I'm actually surprised the number of WNBA players that actually play overseas as well as the WNBA. But I suppose with WNBA salaries the way that they are, it probably makes sense. Because Taurasi's been playing with this Russian team for about 10 years now.
Right.
And as a 33-year-old,
but you don't see the. Hey, LeBron's not playing for a team, for Russia or whatever. It's like the women have to play year round and find a way to make money because they get paid shit here. I mean, that's the bottom line.
And the Lynx are a great team. I feel like the WNBA still gets disrespected and still gets a lot of shade thrown their way. But the Lynx are a great team here in Minnesota. The most recent champions in the city and the state. But I don't know. And unfortunately, all right. So when the WNBA started, like big time in the late '90s, early 2000s, the dominant team was the Houston Comets. I just found out the other day when I Googled this that the Comets moved. Or they just folded. I didn't know that.
I did not either.
So that's unfortunate.
Right.
But Di, you're such a big Lynx fan.
Love the Lynx.
You just didn't know why the Comets never came to town anymore.
I said I love the Lynx.
Oh. Well, Di, they have to play another team. That's how basketball works, Di. I don't know if you know that.
Mm-hmm. No, didn't know.
I know that you're...
No.
I know that you're hopped up, but the Lynx, they got to play someone else. They can't just have inter-squad scrimmages, although that would probably be pretty good. Speaking of pretty good, as Di's falling asleep, LeBron subtweeting Kevin Love. And Kevin Love was the apple of the big trade acquisition for the Cavs this offseason, as we Wolves fans obviously know. But he hasn't quite found his role yet. And on Sunday night, LeBron unleashed the subtweet of all subtweets, saying, quote, "Stop trying to find a way to fit out and just fit in. Be a part of something special. Just my thoughts," end quote. And the Cavs then went out and woodshedded the Lakers 120-105. Cavs have won 13 of 14, currently sitting fifth in the East after starting the season under 500. Di, thoughts on LeBron passively aggressively calling out Kevin Love?
A, I loved it, and B, he probably shouldn't have. Like, he's LeBron. You call out your teammates straight up. You don't have to subtweet them.
But this is the day and age of social media. This is how people communicate. And it also kind of annoys me when the "be a part of something special," there was an exclamation point. And I feel like in some of these tweets where you're calling someone out, there's always an exclamation point where there shouldn't be. And even rest in peace tweets, seen those? And then they just have an exclamation point. Like they'll say, "He was a great man," hashtag RIP John Doe, exclamation point. Really sell it.
Nice.
Now, have you ever subtweeted anyone? Is that your MO?
Not really. No.
Are you sure, Di? Are you sure?
No.
Fine.
I don't subtweet.
All right. Caleb can opt out at the end of the year. Might stay in Cleveland. Who knows?
But here's the thing. I will directly tweet. Like, I will call you out. I don't have to be like... I'm not passive aggressive. I'm just aggressive.
You're just aggressive. All right. So now that I have you in a vulnerable state, I want to ask you some very deep and intimate questions. So who's the person that you hate most on Twitter?
Oh my God. Oh wow. This was not in the notes.
No, that's okay. It's okay. I'm throwing curveballs now.
Uh, oh God. Any of the Fox Sports North girls.
What? But they all
Yeah.
seem so nice.
But they're just
But they're a very large asset to the Fox Sports North brand.
No, they're not.
They don't get you excited about sports die?
Nope. No, they do not. Nope.
All right, fine.
Not even little. Nope, they don't.
Fine. Something that does not excite us, but gotta be talked about. A couple RIPs, except now with any exclamation points because we're not LeBron on Twitter. Dean Smith, a longtime University of North Carolina coach, just a great teacher, leader, and always got knocked that he can't win the big one, even though he won 2 titles at UNC and coached great players like Jordan, James Worthy, Sam Perkins, Anton Jameson, Vince Carter. Dead at the age of 83. Rest in peace, Dean Smith. Just today, Jerry Tarkanian, coach of the UNLV Running Rebels and Fresno State. Controversial figure, always had a little bit of an edge to him, but he just passed away recently. And finally, Ed Sable, the father of the Ed and Steve Sable team, NFL Films, visionary, really made people fall in love with the NFL because I'm at the age where probably at the tail end where NFL Films was people's first introduction to the game, where kids of the 70s, 80s, they would have these VHS tapes of bone crunching hits and the story of the 78 Eagles. And that's how you learned about football back in the day. Now, Di, do you have any experience with NFL Films?
Nope.
None at all?
No, I really don't. I just nope.
The autumn wind is a pirate. That's actually one of the reasons I don't mind the Raiders.
Oh my God. Okay.
Di, you're feeling no pain right now.
Well, pretty much no. Yeah.
All right, so let's just power through, skip the last break. Looking forward to this week. The Wolves playing Golden State right now and pulling up the score, and they lost 94-91. But they did put up a good fight against Steph Curry and the boys. Steph went off for 25. So, not bad.
Well, I mean, I'm not surprised they lost, to be honest. But,
It's what they do. Kmart paced the Wolves with 21 points in 36 minutes. Big deal. He's kind of a big. I'm surprised they didn't trade him.
Kmart?
Yeah.
No, they need him. He's a playmaker.
He's the only one who could put the ball in the basket.
Nice.
It's probably too soon for Cosby stuff, right?
It kind of is, yes.
Yeah. Even though he's really faded away. But anyways, that's the last game for the All-Star break. No Wolves in the All-Star game, but relatively brutal schedule coming out of the break. But Lattery and Okafor. There we go. And last, I wanted to bring up the we versus they debate. Now, Di, you have some very strong opinions. And by the we versus they, I mean when you're talking about your sports teams, you can talk about we need to sign this guy for agency. We need to do this in the draft. But you say that's wrong. Why is that?
Because that's a Homer thing. Like, if you want to be taken seriously, you have to separate yourself. You can't do we. It's they. And yeah, I mean, that's what you have to do. You can't be...
But is there something very wrong with being a homer?
Yes. Seriously?
No. All right. So if you're a fan, you can't be a homer. You always have to be if you're a Patriots fan, you can't say we won the Super Bowl. It has to be the Patriots won the Super Bowl.
Well, no. I mean, it depends on what is your role? If your role is to be a homer, then go right ahead. But if your role is to be if you're trying to be objective, then you can't be we or they or whatever. It's
Now,
just
I think you're coming at this from the journalist, blogger perspective, because you have to try and be objective. I have no such quorums.
fine, cool.
Because I feel like as a fan, if you're emotionally and financially invested, if you have a bean or two on the game, if you know what I mean, you can say we. I mean, it's perfectly fine. You spend your hard-earned money on some gear, on some tickets, on some things related to the team. You're part of this. You can say we. And the argument that everyone throws down is like, oh, well, have you ever played for them? Do you ever work for the team? Oh, you can't say we then. I think that argument's stupid. I mean, who has really played for the team? Like 0.1% of the human population? Oh, I guess they can only say we.
That's a good point.
There you go. So, Di, because you have like 17,000 jerseys, you can say we.
I do not. I do not.
All right. Big Valentine's Day plans, Di. Besides it being your birthday.
I'm suspecting that my family will make me breakfast, and we're gonna do something. I don't know, bowling, something in between, and then we're gonna have a nice dinner.
Oh, that's nice. Now, Valentine's Day dinner / birthday dinner. Your husband cook, you cook. Who cooks?
I know, we go out.
Oh, there you go. Where are you gonna go?
Crave.
Ooh, I like it. Now, is it weird going out as a family when everyone else is like a two-top?
It's a little weird, but it's my birthday. I mean, I want to spend it with my kids. So yeah, being a foursome on Valentine's Day is weird, but that's what we do.
And plus, you get to people watch. I feel like that is one of the best things because you can always. All right, so wife and I's favorite games is when we used to go out on Valentine's Day was look at the couple and determine how long they've been together. Because you can look at the old married couple, the newlyweds, the dating for X number of months, and then also the ones where they just started dating in, say, around Christmas, and now they're hit with Valentine's Day, even though they've only been dating for a couple months. That's a little awkward.
Yes. At the same time, I can hardly wait for you to, for your child to come into the play and for you to experience the entire time suck that is an infant. Because, yeah, your life is over. It's just, yeah.
I'm pretty excited about it. As Di alluded to, the missus and I are expecting a little beautiful baby girl in June, and it's going to be little Tedward Carter Carlson. That would be a great name, but no, that's not going to be the name.
No.
But I'm excited for parenthood, and besides, we talked about this off the call. I'm not really. I'm pretty much a homebody as it is, so I don't think the kid being around is really going to change things a whole lot. Probably the sleep patterns and probably, I don't know, the things I'm able to watch on TV in a couple of years, but that's probably about it.
I can just laugh. I got nothing. It's like, yeah.
No, because Di, we talked about this. I'm not really big into golf. I don't really have a lot of outside hobbies. This is what I do for fun. Make podcasts and talk to yahoos like you.
Right. And that's awesome. And
cold. Now, let's get a free plug in. Are you on NyQuil? Tylenol PM?
Yeah, Tylenol PM, yes.
Ooh, that's a good one. Now, so that's the one that knocks you out, right?
Yeah, it makes me kind of goofy. I'm pretty goofy right now.
If we don't close this episode out and we stretch it out for like 4 hours, this is going to be the best conversation towards the end.
No, that would be me just like falling asleep. That would not be like very entertaining.
Well, that's episode 1 in the books, Di. How do you think we did?
High 5, high 10, yay, woo!
I would suspect that Di thinks you could probably give a high 20 right now because you're probably seeing double.
Shut up.
All right. Any words of wisdom? The live stream has been very buggy. I would like to make it a full-time thing, but we'll see. Maybe we'll just do this as a straight-up podcast. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm all about the podcast. But Di, any words of wisdom for all the good people out there?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day and Tylenol PM is what Di meant to say. Is what Di meant to subtweet. But we are out like gout. Episode 1 is in the books. Visit the website andymustdie.com. That's die, D-I, not D-I-E. On Twitter at andymustdie. And so say goodnight at Di Murphy MN.
Good night.
And I'm at Andy Carlson Show. Have a great week, and we'll see you when we see you. Bye-bye. Happy birthday, Di.
Thanks.
Thanks for listening to Andy Must Die. For more info, check out andymustdie.com, subscribe and rate them on iTunes, and follow on Twitter at Andy Must Die.
We needed to get this right.